I just shared this tip with somebody in a DM, and this was literally life-changing for me. When I was in the early days, right after receiving my ADHD diagnosis, I was still really trying to start and establish routines and habits so that I could get a grip on my symptoms. And one of those areas that was so difficult for me was exercise and movement. And that's coming from somebody who, by the way, was a fitness instructor for 10 years. My bachelor's is in exercise physiology. Movement is what I know best. And this little tip changed the game for me in terms of movement. Follow the 10-minute rule. So it's 10 minutes that you go and you go to the class, you go to the gym, you start the routine in your at-home workout area, whatever it is. You go for a walk, whatever the movement situation is. You give yourself 10 minutes, and if you are not bought in after those 10 minutes, if you don't want to keep going for a little bit longer, you stop. And there's no ramification for stopping. So it's like, we have a goal. The goal is 10 minutes. That's it. And then once we achieve the goal, we decide if we want to go further or if we want to stop. Now, obviously, this takes a little bit of practice in the beginning of just not being a dick to yourself, especially if you are a high achieving, high performing woman with ADHD. That can be very challenging. But for me, it gave me a place to stop in my brain, which helped immensely. And B, 90% of the time, I'm talking literally 90% of the time, I almost always kept going. Because I felt so much better after I got 5 minutes of movement in. Building habits and routines as an ADHD person is already so challenging, really regardless of if you like the activity or not, or enjoy it or not. So for me, building a consistent movement practice has always been hard, even though I enjoy it. This is something to keep in mind. This is crucial to understand. Another key component of this too is that I do about 90% of my workouts at home, and that is a very intentional and deliberate decision I made because it removes the barriers of accessing the workout. So for example, it takes a lot more effort and energy to go somewhere and do the exercise, do the routine, do the 10 minutes than it does if you're just in your house. So remove as many barriers as possible, whatever you can work with. If all you can do is walk around your house for 10 minutes and that is the point of entry, use that. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.